Archbishop Jwara, thank you so much for talking to us. It's always a pleasure to have you in Pretoria. How are you feeling today?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
That's lovely.
Yes.
So let's go straight into this. There was the statement from the Metropolitan of Durban, or rather Durban Metropolitan, regarding the practicing of sangomas as religious, especially in this case, priests. So this declaration issued by your diocese has gone viral. We have seen several comments and a lot of reaction. Let's talk about that statement. What prompted you to write that statement, and what is it about? For those that don't know.
Yes. As the metropolitan bishops of the province of Durban, we discussed the problem that we have. Some priests who are practicing Ubungoma, believing in the ancestors. So we discussed this, and then we issued a statement to say that they should desist from this, because a priest is only there in persona Christi. So that means that a priest is just a representative of Christ. You can't be a priest representing Christ and at the same time you are there representing your own ancestors. There were many Catholics who were concerned about this practice. So when they read the statement, they were so happy. But there were those also who were supporting these acts. And while they called us names and so forth, this church, Catholic Church, is not African enough, it should go back to Europe, things like that. But we were very clear ourselves that we are not against African culture. In each culture, there is something good and also something bad. So we keep what is good. Any culture needs to be purified.
So is this a common practice, especially for the province of Durban or the province of Natal in this regard? We're talking about the Metropolitan Archdiocese of Durban, because we know that the SACBC has been doing a study on Ubungoma, or rather a research on Ubungoma.
Yes.
And now you have taken this bold step to actually issue a decree with regards to the Metropolitan Archdiocese. So is this something that it's more prevalent in Durban in comparison to the rest of the conference?
I would say in the metropolitan province. So, but then even in other metropolitan provinces, I remember when we were in Swaziland, for Imbiza conference, somebody came to me and said, why didn't you send the statement to Gauteng? Because this problem is not only in KZN, we also have it in Gauteng. So it is there, but some people, they do it underground. So that's why we really felt that we could not wait for that research that is being done by the conference. So we had to do something to address this problem.
So, Your Grace, when you say as a church you are not against cultures, against traditions, at the same time you say as a priest you cannot be practicing as a sangoma in the church. So what happens then to those who perhaps have a calling to be sangomas and at the same time they want to be priests? What happened to them?
It also depends. When did he get the second calling? Was it before he went to the seminary, or after ordination? So if it is after, then a person still has to choose. Is he for Christ or is for the ancestors? But there is nothing wrong with the ancestors in general. But the only thing we say is that Africans do not really worship. I think this was always a mistake, especially when the early missionaries came as if no Africans were worshipping ancestors. So we don't worship the ancestors. But then also when you work as a Sangoma and you don't mention Christ at all, so it's only you and your ancestors, that's also a problem.
We know that the statement is directly to priests, but then what about religious sisters who may also have that calling or probably are practicing as sangomas? And then there are the cases also where some will go through the process of initiation but not be practicing, but doing it as what they say to please the ancestors. What happens in those cases?
Yeah, for religious, I remember a few years ago, the bishops did issue a statement against this. So I think that statement still stands now. So even the sisters, but then the sisters, of course, they have their own religious superiors now. So I think even with this statement that we have just issued, it will help everyone.
Archbishop Jwara, thank you so much for making this time available to us to talk about this. As we were having a conversation earlier on, you did say that it has somehow gone viral in the wrong way.
Right, yeah.
So your last remarks as we come to a close of this conversation.
Nothing has been changed at all, because people were asking questions. Does it mean now that a priest cannot unveil tombstones and other things? So it has nothing to do with that. Nothing has changed. But we're just targeting priests who practice Ubungoma.